summer turns to fall. Gone from what it was, quietly unfolding right in front of us. Words and tales from storybooks can't compare, they're not as good. Looking at you now, it's obvious, it's meant to be. Don't have to try, it comes naturally. There's just no denying when stars align, perfect harmony. Turns out it's better than make-believe, but I don't need to write it. I knew you were right for me. Remember how we are, living every minute, loving every part. I'll keep it in my chest, recite it like a heartbeat, if ever I forget. Words and tales from storybooks can't compare, they're not as good. Looking at you now, it's obvious, it's meant to be. Don't have to try, it comes naturally. There's just no denying when stars align, perfect harmony. Turns out it's better than make-believe, but I don't need to write it. I knew you were right for me, for me. like you, it's as simple as can be. I like you, every little thing about you. Your brown eyes, blue car, short hair, long sleeves.
I like you, every freckle on your face. I like you, no two ways about it. I like the way you say my name.
Good morning, good night, I'm yours, I'll stay.
I like you, the quiet way you talk to me when it's dark and the whole rest of the world is sleeping.
We laugh, we sing, warm bed, cold feet.
What if I said you're the only one?
And forever could never be long enough.
You hum when you think I say too much.
But I mean it all, believe me, love. I like you, it's as simple as can be.
I like you, every little thing about you.
Brown eyes, your blue car, short hair.